I'm Van.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Culpy and Chip.
And Orion.
Yes.
Who gave you the biggest contraction you've had so far.
Yep.
What did you tell me to do? Pull over?
Yeah.
Why? Were you afraid I was going to drive over the thingamajiggy?
There was literally no bump that you could do that would have been okay.
I see.
So.
Why
fight about that?
No, we didn't
just
fight.
Just pull over.
Nobody fought.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's no sense in adding that to the situation. Just pull over and let's just make everybody happy.
Shout out to all of our friends who've been so crazy with the baby registry. Thank you very kindly.
Yes, thank you guys. Seriously.
I think my favorite one is probably the turtle one.
The towel?
No, the turtle book.
I thought you didn't really like turtles.
I don't, but I just think it's going to be cute reading him a book about the turtle and watching him like try to grab the turtle because he probably thinks the turtle.
I was like,
you know what I mean?
I love.
But I keep looking at it. And I keep seeing all these, and you know, it's an emotional thing.
Yeah, and people like pitching in on the diaper fund and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's an emotional. I don't want to talk about it more. So thank you.
The link is in the description if anybody else is interested.
Timely topical political commentary. You can hit us up at Middle America with Vin and Sori.
Behind the scenes, my Sori like if you want to see our family, like whatever, and I give a little updates and stuff. My Sori life.
You've got an updated one, right?
Yeah, I put an update out there.
Finally.
Yeah. I'll probably be putting another video, kind of updating people where things are at. Probably just talking about today, because today was.
Did something major happen today?
I was all out of sorts.
Oh, yeah. That entire situation.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to Zonia's house.
I know. You said, like, I want to visit Zonia.
Well, you asked me, you're like, where do you want to go today? And I'm like, California.
Yeah, you're crying.
But I was thinking about, like, I wanted to go to Zonia's house in California because I feel like every time I tell Zonia I'm not doing good, she's always like, the spa, sorry.
Yeah.
So I feel like she would know the perfect spot to hook me up. And then I feel like I could just lay down on her couch.
Well,
and you and her would just talk and hang out, and I could just.
Yeah, like if that, I would be cool. But I feel like you and her would go off on some spa thing and leave me out.
Well, you could go, but you could just sit on the waiting chair and go on your phone like you like to do, talk to people.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, but Zonia would be good for you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But anyway.
But we're in Maine. And everything closes early.
Yeah, Zonia, if you really love this.
Nothing's really good.
I know. I that was the first time I've ever really seen you like be resentful of Maine. Yeah. I had never seen you be resentful of Maine before. Okay. Zonia, if she truly loved us, she would move down to Maine. Or up to Maine.
No. Zonia
I would not do that.
Belongs in that nice weather, and we belong there too.
With those, yeah. All right.
Nobody should be living in this misery. It's depressing.
All right.
Okay.
Eat It. Weird Al Yankovic.
Yep.
I just showed Sori the Beat It video.
Yeah.
She's like, why is he so weird? I'm like, it's Michael Jackson.
So it's weird, and then we're going to do Weird
Al.
Weird Al's version. So this is going to get really...
And go!
Whoa. That looks like the actual video. Ew.
How come you're always such a fussy young man? Don't want no Captain Crunch, don't want no Raisin Bran. Well, don't you know that other kids are starving in Japan? So eat it, just eat it. Don't wanna argue, I don't wanna debate. Don't wanna hear about what kind of food you hate. You won't get no dessert till you clean off your plate. So eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it. Eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Oh! Your table manners are a crying shame. You're playing with your food to sing some kind of game. Now if you starve to death, you'll just have yourself to blame. So eat it. Just eat it. You better listen, better do what you're told. You haven't even touched your tuna casserole. You better chow down or it's gonna get cold. So eat it. I don't care if you're full, just eat it. Eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it. Have some more yogurt, have some more Spam. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or canned. Just eat it. Eat it. Don't you make me repeat it. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch. Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
Is it the same guy? No.
Ew.
What? What is that? What is that?
Chicken.
Eat it, eat it. If it's getting cold, reheat it. Have a big dinner, have a light snack. If you don't like it, you can't send it back. Just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it, eat it. Don't you make me
That's a
repeat
Thriller
it.
video.
Have a banana, have a whole bunch.
That last part was to the Thriller video, because in the Thriller video, that's how it ended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the big homie.
Okay.
All right.
You definitely, watching the video is good, especially when you watch it back to
It
back.
makes it more funny.
Because it literally, the way it started out, I was like, wait, did I get the right video? And then when that guy spit his drink, that cracked me up.
We should have that as a screen cap. Freaking, yeah, Weird Al, this actually, where was I? 3rd grade. It was actually in Maine.
Yeah.
And the cool kids were hanging out by it wasn't a tire swing, it was like a zip line.
Oh, yeah.
And all the cool kids were hanging by there, and then the guy had his CD player. And
Yeah.
I heard Teen Spirit for the first time, and I heard this song.
Beat It or Weird Al's
No,
version?
Eat It.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I actually heard Eat It before I heard Beat It.
Oh, really?
How real is that? Yeah. So, it's a good, like, and it's a good song. So I was like, oh, and then I was like, wait, what is he saying? Because everybody was like laughing, but I was jamming.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, is he talking about macaroni? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this was a crazy situation. I never really looked at like the lyrics
Crazy
specifically.
situation.
And then like this is the first time I actually saw it. I hope the video doesn't get blocked. The last one didn't, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident this one won't. But like the guy gets hit and he spits out his coffee and all that.
Yeah.
Weird Al is like
I like him.
well, yeah, and I'm like, this couldn't have taken like more than 10 minutes to write.
Yeah.
Because basically the original artist has already set the template for how the song is gonna
I
go.
know, yeah.
So like he is smart. He is like and who can do that after him? You know what I'm saying? Like
Does he remind you of something like Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes, him.
Yeah.
Does he remind you of him at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I it's really, see, I couldn't have done anything heavy today. So I needed
Oh yeah, I
something
know.
a little
I
light.
was in the car and you're like, I am not doing a review today.
Yeah.
I am not hearing any loud banging.
Nope.
I was like,
None.
I said, okay, that's fine, honey, not a problem.
What did you say to me on the drive back? I think you said, this is just a question. You were being real nice. What if we do Weird Al? Oh, okay. I'm good with that.
I was in fear. I was in fear for my life. I wasn't being nice. I was like, I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, how am I going to phrase this to this individual?
Well, I kept crying today, so
Well, yeah, I mean, you had a hard day. So
not enough sleep.
I wanted to like play a funny song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So I think, okay, overall, I think it's great the way that he really captured the video well. I mean, it looked exactly like it in a lot of places.
I thought,
yeah.
I was like, are some of the people from the first video in this one?
Yeah, they really did good.
Yeah.
And then what that concept, you know, like, did you have to finish your meals?
Well, I ate like crazy. I ate like Johan when I was a kid.
So
I ate
you have
everything.
a problem.
Yeah, and I ate it quick. Then when
So does Johan.
Yeah. Then when I hit like 15, 16, I slowed down, and like now it takes me forever to clean my plate.
Forever.
Yeah.
You think he's done.
Yeah.
So you toss it out. It's not done.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, I was eating. I'm like,
Yeah,
babe,
Zoe-
I gave that to you 3 hours ago.
Zoe does that. I'm like, what the hell, Zoe? She's like, it was not.
Oh, I thought you said she like eats, spreads it out. I'm like, no, she doesn't. If there's something that she's eating and she likes it, she goes right to town on it too. She loves baked goods, cookies, and I told her, I'm like, you would make the cutest cupcake commercial.
Zoe?
Yeah, if she was eating cupcakes and like the big like fancy little cupcakes with her hair and
yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So Junior, my older brother, used to take forever to eat, and he'd never want to finish what's on his plate.
I don't think anybody in my family
and he
was like
never
that.
wanted to eat his vegetables, and my mom would force him, like, and he would like make
Did you
all
eat
these
vegetables?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a necessary evil.
Oh.
Necessary evil. Yeah, it was a necessary evil. But I used to get rid of those first.
Yeah.
Let me just kill this broccoli, and then after that, whatever. There was one thing, my mom had read this book in Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
So she got on this big kick about Brussels sprouts and all this. So that was one time when I just stuffed them all in my pocket.
Brussels sprouts, if they're not cooked right, are really disgusting. The
like,
best way to cook those,
I'm not doing that.
you cut the ends off and then you cut them into quarters so they're like little smaller pieces, and then you throw them into a pan with some oil and some salt and pepper. Wait, no, I peeled them.
It's impossible to make Brussels sprouts good.
No, you peel them, so it's a bunch
It's
of little...
impossible
It's
to make
not.
Brussels sprouts good.
I used to grow them in my garden. Do you
It's
remember that?
impossible to make Brussels sprouts good.
Do you remember that?
It's
Stop
impossible
it!
to make Brussels sprouts good.
Okay, you know what
It's impossible
I had
to make
Brussels sprouts growing in my garden, and I also had broccoli. And
I like broccolini.
plug your ears, babe. I made this broccoli. I took the broccoli in, I washed it, and I made cream of broccoli soup out of it, which is, I have a wicked good recipe for cream of broccoli soup. So I made that, and then I sent it to work. It wasn't Vin. It was my previous marriage. I sent it to work with my husband, and while he was at work, I realized that the broccoli had these little green worms on it. And when I washed the broccoli, they didn't come off, and they matched the broccoli so well I didn't even know they were there. So they were friggin' cooked right into this soup. And I had no way of contacting him. He ate some of it before he realized. I felt so terrible. I was like, he came home and he was like, there's worms in that soup. I was like, ugh. Honestly, I didn't eat broccoli for a long time.
Did you play it off like you didn't know?
No.
You told him, I knew, but
I didn't
couldn't
know
contact
before.
you?
Yeah, I didn't know before he left.
Why didn't you drive over there?
I almost want to say it might have been the other way. Like, he told me when he got home, and then I looked and saw them floating in the thing. I can't remember. I just remember like it was. So that must have been where it was, because we always had phones. But can you imagine?
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
he was so grossed out. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Junior used to make a federal case out. He used to, and his face would get all long, and my mom would be like, "You're not coming off the table, you know. You're not going to move from this table until you finish your food.
Yeah, that was the rules at my parents' place.
Yeah, I remember we got into an argument about Selah.
Yeah.
When you were like, Shariel's got to eat everything. I'm like, why does she have to eat everything?
But now it turns out, I was bringing her my sister's today, she needed to eat, and it caused all kinds of complications, because spaghetti and salad was already there, but she doesn't eat that. So now my sister has to go cook some ramen noodles.
Yeah, I don't think those are the same thing.
What do you mean?
So you put spaghetti on the plate and say, this is what's for dinner. But you don't say, you have to eat every single,
No, she was just skipping the meals.
line of spaghetti.
No, she wasn't even eating it, like the stuff.
Yeah.
She's picky.
Oh, I know she's picky. I'm just saying the debate was like you were like forcing her to like clean the plate. And I'm like, why? Why does she have to clean the plate?
No, but that's because she was so picky with everything. Like, it was dwindling down to, well, what does she want? What does she want now? Captain Crunch, ramen noodles, strawberries.
That wasn't my point.
Well, that's what it boiled down to.
Okay. To this day, still don't get the point. All right. Eat it. So your family was like that. Was this very, you have to eat everything.
Oh, yeah, I remember putting...
Kids are starving in Japan?
Yeah, I wondered why he said that.
That line-
He always said Africa to us.
Yeah, but...
My parents would just say overseas or other places.
Yeah. Have we ever used that argument against the kids? Like, hey,
Oh, I
kids are
have.
starving, you should be grateful.
I have.
Yeah. I don't
know if
think...
you... I thought you have.
I've never used that.
I'm like, you guys are ungrateful. You got kids that are starving all over the place, and you're complaining about whatever.
That's like the least effective argument of all time.
I know. I
Like-
think I just default to stuff that I've heard.
I just like...
Because even when I come up with a really good argument, it doesn't seem like it affects them anyway. What were you going to say?
No, when you come up with good arguments, it affects them. But the whole
When?
like people are starving in overseas, it just doesn't resonate with American. Because I think American kids find it so hard
Remember we were saying...
to fathom that there are people that would desperately want to eat but don't have anything to
Yeah.
eat.
Remember they were saying, I think it was Dorian, he was saying, send some of this food over there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't just send it.
Yeah, you just
some
airmail
random
it.
address.
Amazon. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But but I do. I think it's hard for like I said, we were in homeless shelters multiple times growing up, and I never had a hunger pang. Like you always had food there, even in a homeless shelter. So like you're at the bottom, you're in a homeless shelter, and we ate 3 squares a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I ate better back then than I do now, voluntarily. But you know what I mean? So it's like. I think it's really hard for an American kid to comprehend that. That's why the argument because there's no way to. You would have to see it to believe it. But so that argument just doesn't resonate with American kids, because it's just so hard to conceive.
What does that have to do with me?
Right.
Like, how is me eating or not eating this vegetable affect that kid? It's not
Right.
like it's gonna...
Well, the kid in Japan doesn't want the Brussels sprouts either.
A starving kid wouldn't want the Brussels sprouts.
Well,
I've never even heard
I'm
of
just
kids starving.
I'm just saying that that's how you would think as a kid,
Oh, well, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's how the kid would think. There was like some meals, because we had to finish our plate when I was growing up, where I remember my mom used to take this ground beef and she'd like pack it into this little patty and she'd cook it in the pan, and like, oh, it was so hard to swallow because it was so dry.
Ugh.
And you'd be like trying to dip it in the ketchup and nothing would work. And I remember...
Gross.
It's about to get more gross. So I remember putting a bunch of it in my mouth and then going into the bathroom so I could just spit it out in the toilet and flush it, because there's no other place that you could put it without getting caught. I thought I was gonna throw up when I spit that into the toilet and watching them go. Bleh. I told you it was about to get more gross. Ugh. This one's not so bad. I hated
enough.
my carrots. My mom would cook carrots and I didn't like them. No, this one's not bad. And so I was like, oh, if I ate a fresh carrot, that'd be cool. I'll like that. So I'm like, can I just have a fresh carrot and I'll eat it? And I remember riding my bike around in circles and I took a bite into the fresh carrot and I was like, ew, this is gross too. and I just threw it in.
A fresh carrot?
Yeah. I just threw it into the bushes. I didn't really like vegetables.
Bugs Bunny used to eat carrots. So
It looked fun.
Yeah. I used to think that the way that Bugs Bunny ate carrots, it made me think that carrots were like the most tastiest things of all time.
Yes.
So I went and got a carrot and I bit into it and I was like, this is not. I asked my mom, I said, Mom, I need you to get me the carrots that Bugs Bunny eats.
Aww.
I was a little kid. I said, these carrots. My mom loved me. She just.
What'd she say?
Oh, when we go out to the store, I get you a carrot, you know.
Have you ever pulled a carrot out of a garden?
I said, Mom, it's got to be the type of carrot that Bugs Bunny eats, though.
Did she get it? The one with the green on it?
I
don't remember.
She said she'd get it for me. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what's she gonna do? Go into Bugs Bunny's cartoon world and
yeah.
It's the same thing after I got, Mario, Super Mario, and I wanted mushrooms. I was like, Mom, I need to get mushrooms. So she took me to the store. She took me to shopping today to get mushrooms. She's like, are you sure you want the mushroom? I was like, yeah, of course. What do you mean? And I really felt like I was going to get superpowers. Like, I didn't think... I thought it was going to make me bigger.
Are you serious?
Wallahi, I did.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know this.
I had just come to the country, right? That was our first Christmas, and then boom.
I knew you asked for mushrooms,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize that you thought it was going to make you bigger.
I was convinced. But then when I went to the store and they were all brown in that package,
yeah,
instead of like the red and white ones, I was like, I said, are you sure these are mushrooms? She said, read the thing.
Because she didn't know what your thought was on it.
No, she knew because...
She knew you thought it was going to make you bigger?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Because when we were playing when we played Nintendo, because Nintendo had just come out, everybody was watching it. Like, it was like a complete family event. My hands would get all sweaty, Junior's hands would get all sweaty, and then he'd die, and then I'd go, and whatever. And, you get that mushroom, and
yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. I was like, oh.
It's going to make you bigger.
Yeah. I was like, Johan size. You know what I'm saying?
See, Johan would fall for something like that, too.
Yeah, well, not now, probably. But
I'm seeing...
At being 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, yeah. And she's like, yeah. But she was saying, yeah, they will.
Well, no. Johan believes me that I'm Maleficent.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He's the only one that believes me. It annoys Zoe. She goes, can you just stop this already? But I keep it going.
Well, so my mom would tell me, like, yeah, if you eat the mushrooms, you'll grow. Which she's talking about, healthy or whatever. But I'm like, oh, I'm going to go da-da-da-da-da. So, like, but, and of course, now looking back and now listening to, Terrence McKenna and all these guys about, mushrooms and DMT and shit. It's like, there's a whole bunch of subliminal messages in those video games. Like, pretty crazy.
Oh, gosh.
Because, I mean, really, it's plants.
Well, that was why we weren't allowed to watch, one of the reasons why we couldn't watch Alice in Wonderland. Remember that guy at the beginning?
I've never watched that thing. I've never watched Alice in Wonderland.
Why?
The things that are like, it's so funny. Like the things that are common to your guys' culture are not common to, it's not universal. Those are not universal things.
Alice in Wonderland is so strange that...
Yeah, we had other things. I had African proverbs and such. The scorpion and the frog. Ancient stuff.
Oh, well, all right.
Not your little European. I was on with Dan. Shout out to the big homie Dan. I was up with Dan till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Which was part of my troubles because you were debating there in the bed.
I know. No, we were having a friendly
It was loud.
Yeah, we're having a...
Finally, I was like,
of course,
to the other room.
It was probably like in the afternoon for Dan because he's in Australia.
Yeah.
And, I'd hear him go like in and out of his house. Somebody was yelling about a kitten. And
but it was the start of the conversation was at 3 a.m. here.
Yeah. So like we're going back and forth, and I'm like, "That's your culture, Dan. That's not everybody's culture."
See, it was loud.
Yeah, it was loud. That's my guy.
I try to put earplugs in, but earplugs hurt my ears.
I've known Dan. Dan's been like one of the first firesiders or whatever. So that's my G. Dan is my G, so, we were talking back and forth and all that stuff. Well, it's my guy. Shout out to the big homie. What do you give the song?
For what he was trying to accomplish, I think it's... No, I'm not giving it a 10 because I think it was, like revolutionary. I'm just giving it, like, on the Weird Al scale, like, he captured it. He did great with the video. Came up with...
I like Smells Like Nirvana better than I like this one. And the reason is...
I did too.
The reason is because he was directly going at the band. Like, what am I saying? I don't know.
Yes.
You know
No,
like,
you're right.
And then
Okay,
he was
9
like,
here, 10
and he was like mumbling and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that's why I was
making fun of them.
Right. This one
Yeah.
is like a completely... And it was good and it followed the,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I like that he like roasted Nirvana.
That was, yeah.
And I like that Kurt like allowed that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like... That's cool. This one was good too, but I gotta give the edge to Smells Like Nirvana.
No, you're right. I want to do the...
And then Amish Paradise was more fun. Mm-hmm. Because the guy... Because it's talking about religion
I'm
and
like, I
obviously,
can't believe it's happening.
Yeah, and I'm more humble than thou art. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8.8 because Nirvana was the best one, Amish Paradise was second, and then this one was a little step lower. Would you say you want to do the female one?
There's one, I don't know who, something about Virgin, something, I don't know if it's Madonna or who, somebody, he did it, Lady Gaga, I don't know, I don't remember what it was, but some people had suggested it, and so I'm really curious to see what he's gonna do with that. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna have
to find the Lady Gaga song.
Yeah, watch that first. Yeah,
watch that first, and then listen to the other song. But help us in the comments because I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Yeah, you guys will know. You were telling us the last Weird Al one.
All right.
So, I think it was called Like a Virgin. Sorry, Al.
I didn't say it out yet.
Do I have to wait for you?
We've been doing. We've done 1,000 videos.
So?
And it's followed the exact same format all the time.
I don't have to do that.
You're gonna destroy the...
I'm a woman.
The flux capacitor or whatever.
Flux capacitor.
Vin out.
I already said it, so. Sorry, out.
Gone.
Now he's mocking me.
Yeah. I am mocking you. I wasn't promised it.
Eat it. If it's getting cold, reheat it. Have a big dinner, have a light snack. If you don't like it, you can't.